Thursday night baseball on the show from Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Cy Young is on the mound for Houston in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a
Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. You're out. Out.
Striding into the box, Ted Williams. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Williams.
Here comes the first pitch. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. You can kiss it goodbye. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 26 for him on the season, and the Astros take the lead. It's 2-1.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with, even the best pitcher.
Now batting, Ted Williams.
The designated
he went
hitter.
deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 0-1 pitch. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Ted Williams will stand in here, but before he does, let's take it back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The pitch lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. The pause and the 0-2, and he got him, minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. In now, Ted Williams.
Hitter,
he looked
number
to bounce
9.
back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
High in the air out to center field. Broxton's under it. And that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat in this one.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Astros win for a division-leading 117th time. Raleigh Fingers wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Astros baseball starts right now. Vida Blue is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good.
Out. 3. Out.
So here's the cleanup
Batting
hitter,
4.
Ted Williams. And he's
The
got runners
designated
at the
hitter.
corners here with only 1
Ted
gun.
Williams.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. And, fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what.
And a base hit, and that's going to chase in the run from third. The Astros are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down,
Batting
center
5th.
himself, and come through
The
in a
second
big
baseman,
spot.
number 0.
Settling in now, Rogers Hornsby. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 45 home runs now on the campaign as the Astros have opened it up now 4-0.
Yeah, these guys came into this game with a plan, and they've executed it really well at the dish. They've been very aggressive, and that aggressiveness has put them up by...
So digging in now,
Up next
Ted
for the
Williams
Astros,
looking to follow
the
up the
designated hitter.
RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
On the bag, pick it up, pick it up.
Ground ball to third, to second for one, to Healy for the double play. Digging in once again, Ted Williams.
Now batting,
1
the
for 2.
designated hitter.
He singled and grounded out so far.
Williams.
He's set. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Santana comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another
The
shot,
designated
Ted
hitter,
Williams.
number 9.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty.
Williams.
Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2. This is on the ground.
Come on, beat it out, beat it out.
Healy scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Striding forward now is the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Ted
number
Williams.
9.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Williams.
From the stretch. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Astros 12 and the Mariners nothing.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
13-0, the convincing final score. Houston win their 118th decision of the year, best in the division. Vida Blue wins his 17th game of the season as he struck out 13 in this one. John Lester struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Downtown Houston, Texas on a Saturday night in Minute Maid Park. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Stan Musial looks to gain ground in the race for an AL batting title right after this. Walter Johnson, a right-hander from Kansas, will be on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy is a strikeout pitcher deluxe, has over 250 strikeouts on the season, and if he brings his A game, look for a lot of punch-outs in this game here.
Play ball. 3. Sure. 3. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
Digging in, Lou Gehrig, and what a
Leading
season
up for
he's
the
having.
Astros,
Entering play, leading
the
the league in
designated
2
hitter,
of the 3 Triple
number
Crown
4.
categories.
Guy's having a monster year, leading in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Top 5 in RBIs. If he can improve on that, he has a legit shot to win the crown.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
So bases
Now
are empty here with 2
Number
gone.
4.
And in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second.
Get there.
He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Digging in now, Jimmy Fox. He reached out a single in his first try.
Number 3.
This is flared out towards
Round it.
second.
Find the ball. Round it.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Now at the plate, Lou Gehrig. He singled his last time up.
Number 4.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. And that baby's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 59 on the season, and it's now 6-3. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this. Ready to take his axe again, Lou Gehrig, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Hey, in the last at-bat when he hit that home run on an off-speed pitch, he didn't really crush it, but he certainly hit it well enough to drive it out of the ballpark.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. LeBlanc is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays. Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
10-4 the final in this game. Houston earned their 119th win, most in the division. Walter Johnson records his 18th win of the year. Felix Hernandez allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 10 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL West, the Houston Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 10-4. In the standings, the Astros sit in first place in the American League West Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Mariners are second in the division. They're over 20 games out of first.
First open of the year 2000. We're live inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, a matchup out of the American League Western Division between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Seattle attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Lefty Grove is on the mound for Houston in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Let's play ball. Out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. 3.
Coming to the plate now, Ted Williams.
Batting fourth.
9 at-bats for him in the series
hitter.
so far, and he's collected a pair of hits.
Williams.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. Now the 1-0. Left side, but well foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
High in the air out to center field. Heading after this is Broxton. He tracks it down and makes the play to record.
There you go. You're here. You're here.
And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. D-Row, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in bat.
Now to the plate, Ted Williams.
Leading up for the Astros
here in this one.
The designated hitter, Ted Williams.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Broxton going back. You can kiss it goodbye. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and that is 27 for him on the year, and it's given the Astros a 4-2 lead. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days when the ball...
Striding
The
in,
designated
Ted
hitter,
Williams
number 9.
comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Williams.
First offering on its way. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
From a hitter's perspective, you knocked a donut off your bat knowing two things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And this will open it up a bit more as the lead moves to 7-2. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So striding in, Rogers Hornsby. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fox on second. Williams at first with no outs. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bruxton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Stan Musial. It was a walk in his last trip.
Stan Musial.
The 2-2. This
All
is
right,
line
ease up,
to left.
ease up.
That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he misses it. The throw to third. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Digging in and looking for more.
Now
Ted
Williams, the designated
hitter,
hitter,
and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Williams.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
A little roller toward the hole. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in to try it again.
Up next
Ted
to the
Williams.
Astros,
And he's got
the
ducks on the
designated
pond,
hitter,
as they say, looking
Ted
to add to his team's already sizable lead.
Williams.
He's set, and the pitch. Broken
Stand up
bat
right
as
here.
this ball's
Stand
hit
up.
on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 8th inning coming up. It's the Astros 10 and the Mariners 2.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. The Stros pick up win number 120, tops in the division. Lefty Grove hosts his league-leading 21st victory, striking out 12 in the process. Justice Sheffield was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon, and we remind you to please drive home safely.